the Celtic Goddess Oracle deck and the Oracle of the Unicorns. I've already picked out the cards. I did a reading early yesterday morning. I just wasn't in the mood to film it. And I have my notes over here, so you'll see me looking down a little bit. So the question that I asked was, what does the collective tuning into this and ready to hear these messages need to know in order to move on, to move forward into our full potential like we're trying to do? And the first card I pulled was from the Celtic Goddess Oracle deck, and it was Blotherwed. So she is a Welsh Celtic goddess, and I'll explain a little bit about her story so we can understand her message. So Blotherwed was created out of flowers into the form of an adult female human to be somebody's bride. So she was given a soul and a consciousness and human form, but she was never given choice, never asked if she wanted this life. And one rendition of her story I heard, it was so sad the way she said, you know, she was happy with him. He made her smile, but never laugh. And so that was her life. She was wife to this guy until one day she cast her eyes on a man that made her feel some type of way. And she fell in love basically with somebody that she was never intended to. And so they created this plan to try to run away together, and it did not work out. But bear in mind that this is a story told to us to illustrate a point. So the fact that it didn't work out perfectly is not the point here, is not what her story teaches us. Rather, Blotherwed shows us how it is worth risking it all for what you feel to be right for you. And a lot of times, given that we're coming out of a patriarchal system, Blotherwed represents betrayal because, oh, she was created to be this person's wife, and so she should have lived that life. She betrayed him. But she was never given a choice. And when we interpret this more from a human loving lens, not a patriarchal lens, we realize that when you are trying to live your own life, when you're trying to make choices for you, people who believe that they own you will not like that. They will tell you that you are stepping out of line, that you are, being disloyal for choosing yourself over their plans for you. And the question really is, do you want to live a life that is not yours? I actually have a deck where the term associated with Blotherwed is betrayal, and how I would reinterpret this is that the worst kind of betrayal is to yourself. When you glimpse a sight of the life that feels like it's your right to live, it feels like you could be living like that, you have to take it. And so take risks right now. Risks can be well calculated, but it is time to get a move on in the physical world and get things in motion. Place orders, get moving boxes, buy the outfit, take the courses, whatever you need to do to, on a physical level, get things rolling towards the glimpse, the goal, the kind of life that you want to live, that you are getting visions and suggestions of, because you're going to be called on to do something related to your full purpose very soon. I'm getting in the next 2 months, you're going to be called on to do something potentially unexpected because you're doing so much work. It's just going to fall into place, and you want to be ready for that, as ready as you can be. So take all those steps that you can. And then the other card that I pulled on is from the unicorns, and unicorns are really great to ask about questions and guidance relating to our full life path. And the answer I got was miracles, which I feel like ties in so well with Blotherwed's story, because it's like, take the risk, risk it all for what you believe, and miracles will happen. Have faith in that. So it says, have faith that your miracle is on its way. Your prayers have been answered. Surrender the how. And that's the big thing with manifestation. You know, we have to think about the what and the why that we're trying to do. And the when and the how are so much up to the universe. We have to be able to let go of that. And with a little booklet that came with the deck, I really like where they say, your prayers have been received and a miraculous outcome is already in motion. The unicorns invite you to relax and have fun whilst you wait for your blessing to take physical form. There is no desire too big or too wonderful for you to co-create with the universe, and because the divine operates outside of time, anything can happen in an instant when you let it. And the unicorns also remind you that the miracle you are asking for may not come in the form you expect it to. So things don't always happen exactly how we would like them to, because we are co-creating with the universe. It's not entirely up to us. So I find this to be a very positive, reassuring message. I really love going through the Celtic Goddess Oracle decks, because so many of these stories are so undertold, people don't learn about them so much anymore, and these goddesses are just so misinterpreted. Like Leatherwood is such a great example of that, and we live in such pivotal times when so much is coming to the surface that has been hidden for so long, and so much is changing, and even changing our lens on her to see it not as a betrayal of the people that created her for their pleasure, but seeing her ability to choose, seeing that as a right, is such a reimagination and shifting of the story. And I feel like it reflects the consciousness on earth now, and how we are ready to really shift and accept a more feminine, positive, life-loving kind of vibe on earth. And the miracle ones is just so inspirational. So I really hope that this resonated with those of you who are watching this. Thank you for joining me. And I just want to say I am starting to make notebooks with like positive channeled messages. I'm also wearing one of my necklaces today. And so check out my Instagram. I'll link it below, and I'm going to open a store very soon. I'm not sure exactly what platform or whatever. I'm still figuring that out. But I get a lot of little suggestions and messages, and I really like working with crystals and making jewelry, so I really want to share that with other people who resonate with those as well. So please stay tuned. I love you all so much, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye.